we're going to discuss track ovals in the Philippines. This is the compilation we have done on Pinoy Athletics. Originally, this was done on pinoymiler, but we've got over 80 track ovals in the Philippines. It's the most comprehensive guide that you will ever find on the internet. A lot of research has been put into investigating all the different track ovals in the Philippines. Okay, so there's quite an extensive content page which covers quite a lot here. This article's been revised over the last 8 years with contributions by Pinoy Athletics co-founder Andrew Pirie and PSC head of the Visayas, Nonnie Lopez. We also need your help in updating a list of track ovals in the Philippines. So you can either comment on our Facebook thread, comment on this web page, or you can, even better, you can email us at pinoyathletics@gmail.com. What information we are looking for? Stuff on athletics track ovals in the Philippines, not included here. Track ovals in the Philippines that are closed, opening hours of track ovals in the Philippines, better photos than the ones we currently have. And also, if we don't have the photos, we would appreciate being sent photos of missing track ovals, history or background of track ovals in the Philippines. Okay, so Synopsis. The first edition of this publication was on the 21st of January 2011. In 2012, it moved to pinoymiler, then pinoyathletics.com, then finally pinoyathletics.info with consistent revisions to this. Attached is what is becoming very fast becoming a very comprehensive list of track ovals in the Philippines. The link was the most read article on the pinoymiler website. I have revised and updated this list constantly, while having been provide knowledge about other rubberized tracks in the Philippines via my local contacts. Likewise, feel free to contribute if I have left out any information. Send all updated information again to pinoyathletics@gmail.com. Surfaces in Philippine track are made of rubber. Ones made of dirt, such as the one at Quezon Province, have been removed, as well as the ones such as Davao. Also, irregular ovals made of tartan, such as Quezon City and Moranto Sports Complex, have been included for the time being. Opening hours to the track serve as a rough guide and are likely to change due to scheduling. Pinoyathletics.info will not be liable for any false information. We advise you to contact or inquire with track oval admins before making any decisions to go out and use ovals. Please note that the pinoymiler.com edition I worked on a long time ago is now very outdated. Types of surface: tartan, used at the 1968 Olympic Games, manufactured by 3M. Best spikes to use on this are 6mm pyramid spikes. Okay, list of track over in the Philippines. Not sure if you can exactly see that, but if you zoom in, this is what was provided to me by Nonnie Lopez from the PSC, listing a detailed map of where all the track ovals are located in different parts of the Philippines on a geographical map scale. This is now considered slightly outdated as more track ovals have popped up which were not in the updated information. Okay, so the Luzon track ovals. So the northernmost track oval in the whole country is the Alibagu. Oh, sorry, this isn't the northernmost. There are two track ovals in Ilagan, the Isabela Sports Complex, and that, I believe, that is where they held the SEA Youth and the City of Ilagan Sports Complex, where I think this is where they held the national championships in athletics. Moving down the Kagean Sports Complex in Tegegurau, was just chatting with someone the other day. It has a complete, probably the most complete set of equipment in the country, with hurdles, full set of hurdles, throwing equipment, and complete jumping pits. So it's probably one of the most complete track ovals in the country. Lawag, Ilocos Norte Ferdinand Marcos Stadium. It's being renovated. I believe this one was removed, and they're building a new track oval, a big sports complex in Lawag to replace this. I would appreciate more information on track ovals on Lawag. This is a new track oval that has been built last year, the Bangoed in Abra, in the north of the Cordilleras region. Carino City Stadium, Vegan City in Ilocos Sur, used for the 2018 Palarong Pambansa. The Baguio's Teachers Camp, which is at altitude, traditional training center for the national team, currently in need of repairs. There's a lot of cracks in the track oval. The Baguio Dirt Bowl, which held the recent Ayala Athletics Championships. Originally, it was called the Dirt Bowl because it was a dirt track, but then they rubberized it, and now they have two track ovals within walking distance in Baguio City. And I didn't add it yet. There is a track oval at Alajun Alajuned, which is the northernmost track oval in the Philippines, which I should add to that list shortly. So moving to the central Luzon tracks, there is the track oval in La Union, which is just outside San Fernando City. It's actually not in San Fernando, it's about 15-20 minutes away. I need to update the photo on that one. Villa Milagrosa track oval at San Carlos, which I need to also update the photo on, is that is actually the photo of the I believe the track. That's not, yeah, that's not, that's not the San Carlos track. I need to update that one. Lingayen Don Narciso Sports and Civic Center, named after Don Narciso Ramos, the late father of former President Fidel Ramos, lawyer, journalist, assemblyman, and ambassador. The Nuvacia Sports Complex in Palayan City, Nuvacia, one of the most modern facilities in the country. The track oval was constructed using Spartan BV surfacing materials that ensure all weather performance and spike resistance. So it was they used a Australian company to lay down the track oval in Nuvacia, not a Chinese contractor like most track ovals in the Philippines that wear out really quickly. The Tarlac Recreational Park, renamed the Jose Yap and Recreational Center. I believe that is the site of the 2011 Palarong Pambansa. The Clark Olympic City, New Clark City or Clark Olympic City, which holds held the 2019 SEA Games. There's also the Tarlac State University, which I haven't included yet, which I need to add to that list. Marcelo High School Malolos Bulacan, which is currently open. I think lane 1 has a little bit of damage, but it's a very accessible track within Bulacan. The Bulacan Philippine Arena, along with the New Clark, one of the highest seating capacities in the country, holds 50,000. belongs to the Iglesia Cristo Church. The Pampanga Brinzi Gal San Fernando damaged by an eruption, so significant repair needed for the track. Subic Track Oval and the longer poet Remy Field. It's not really 400 meters around. I think it might be 300-meter track. It appears to be a bit small. 6 lanes. The Ibis Zambales Sports Complex. The 6-lane Dino Liv Pihan in Bataan. Yeah, this is the one that I was supposed to add, and this is the northernmost oval I was talking about, the Cagayan Valley Apuyao track oval, which is a nice 8-lane track in one of the northernmost parts of the country. And now moving to the Metro Manila tracks, the Marikina Sports Center, which is currently, I think, had all the rubber ripped up and is being repaired. Held the 2014 ASEAN School Games, has also held an Asian championship event in the 70s, and also held national championships in the 70s. Taguig City International School, Fort Bonifacio. LaSalle Green Hills Track Oval. I believe it is a 6-lane track, irregular, around 375 meters around. Quezon City Amaranto Sports Stadium, which is a velodrome, and is a very weird shaped track because it has a velodrome going around a what's more of a jogging non-competition track. The Yataneo Track Oval, 8 lanes, 400-meter track, really hard track to run on. It's like, honestly, it hurts the bones when you run on it because of the lack of padding underneath. The Police Track Oval in Cubao, 4-lane jogging track. Pasig City Phil Sports or Phil Sports Arena, formerly the University of Life, formerly known as Pasig Ultra, currently closed to the public. Well, now open again for the national team to train on. Located in the heart of Pasig, one of the national training centres for the national team. Rizal High School, Pasig, Tartan Track, 6 lanes. Rizal Memorial Track and Field Stadium, one of the oldest track ovals in the Philippines, originally built in 1934, based off the 1936 German Olympic Stadium in a Coliseum form. It hosted the 2003 Asian Track and Field Games, the 2015 SEA Games, the 2005 SEA Games. These days it's home to the ASCALs. Events that it's hosted the 1934 Far East Championship Games, 1954 Asian Games, 81, 91 and 2005 SEA Games, 2005 ASEAN Para Games, 2000 Asian Women's Volleyball Championships. And the Beatles played 3 shows here in 1966 on their final world tour. Not currently used for competitions anymore, used for the ASCAL soccer matches, sometimes used for national training, although Pasig and Baguio are now taking most of the training of the national athletes. University of Makati Oval, Track Oval, 8 lanes. DLSU Araneta, 4 lanes. Calabazon Track Ovals in the Philippines. So Taytay Sports Complex, Taytay Rizal. There is a track oval at Taytay. The bends are a little bit awkward. The bends are really tight and really short. The straights are all right. So I'm not sure if this is standardized size track. San Jose High School Montalban, 8-lane track at Montalban, Rizal Province. Binyan Track Oval Laguna, 8 lanes, has been closed on and off to the public during pandemic, restricted to Binyan residents only. And then the Santa Cruz Laguna Track Oval, used for 2015 National Track and Field Championships. Malayan Colleges Laguna, Cubial Laguna, I think. So it appears to be a 6-lane track, which belongs to Mapua University Network. Brent International School, Binyan Laguna, so one of 2 track ovals in Binyan, a 6-lane track belonging to the Brent International School Company. Mimosa Emus Cavite, one of 2 track ovals in Emus, north of Cavite, belonging to the Ayala group of companies. Emus Cavite open to the public currently, one of 2 track ovals in Emus. Tagaitai track oval, so yeah, I confused Taitai with Tagaitai before, but Tagaitai has only 5 usable lanes. Some are overgrown, some are sort of really worn out, so yeah, there's only 5 usable lanes at Tagaitai, and the bends are really an awkward shape. Okay, so we'll just go back to the, okay, so Cavite State University, currently being built or repaired, 6 lanes. DLSU Dasmariñas Cavite rubberized track oval inside the DLSU Dasmariñas campus, currently closed, 8-lane, 400-meter standard track. Last held the 2013 weekly relays. Sisters of Mary Banu Tracy Materas might be a 9-lane track oval. I think that is the wrong photo there. I think that is Binyan, so I'll have to replace that one. Lipa Batangas, they're building a new track. They have a track oval at the Sports Academy, but that's the wrong photo there. Replace that one as well. Parkall Sports Complex, Naga City, Cameroon's SOAR vehicle, was in disrepair last time I checked. 8-lane track. Sorry, that oval there at Naga City was fine. I mean, the one at Pili was the one that was damaged and being repaired. Bicol University de Legazpi, used for the 2016 Palarong Pambansa, currently open to the public. Moving down, Luzon Island, so there's the track oval at Calapan, Oriental Mindoro in good condition, 8-lane standard track. Occidente Mindoro Sablayan. Puerto Princesa, Palawan. So there were 2 track ovals there in Palawan. There's the Puerto Princesa, which I believe may have been used for the Batang Pinoy finals, and the Brooks Point, Palawan, a blue track oval, and one of 2 track ovals at Palawan. Mindanao and Visayas track ovals. That's a representation made by the Philippine Sports Commission regarding the location of all the track ovals in Visayas. So Visayas track ovals, Binarian Sports Complex, San Jose, Antique Province, hosted the 2017 Palarong Pambansa. Kalibo Aklan, track oval, hosted a leg of the Batang Pinoy, has lanes, 8, obviously not in this picture, 8 lanes, standard track. Villarreal Stadium, Rojas City, Capiz. San Jose Binarian track oval, Panay Island. I'm not exactly sure where Panay Island is, I have to check on my map. The Iloilo Sports Complex currently holds 10,000 people, has hosted Palarong Pambansa and other major events before, used in the Pinoyathletics Sprintopia events. The College City Panad Park has been renovated and is now a blue track. Leyte Sports Academy at Tacloban City, open with special requests to various people. Leyte Sports Academy, of course, is closed, but this track oval served as their Sports Academy's training site. Ormoc City track oval, another Leyte track oval, Cebu City track oval, used for a lot of competitions, relayed in 2012 for the pre-national games. New track oval at Naga, Cebu, in one of the provinces. Central Technical University, Danao City, just outside of Cebu, appears to be a 4-lane track. Ateneo de Cebu track oval appears to be a 6-lane track. Dumaguete track oval, 9 lanes right around. The track oval is probably the only one in the Philippines, along with Vermosa, which has 9 lanes all the way around. The track oval hosted the second Philippine National Games in 2012. Mindanao track ovals in the Philippines: Surigao City track oval, Surigao del Norte, Siargao Sports Complex Surigao, which has now been destroyed by the typhoon. It's just completely gone. Agusan del Norte Batuan City Sports Complex. This held 3 of the legs of the Pinoyathletics Mindanao Track League at Butuan in 2021. The track oval has really only got 4 or 5 usable lanes because it's extensively been damaged, not maintained, and in fact abandoned. It is nowhere near the condition displayed in this photo. New track oval in Agusan del Sur Prosperidad, which has just been finished in the south of Caraga, one of 4 track ovals in Caraga. Camigan Island track oval, and Mati, which has just been completed in Davao del Norte, but we don't have a photo available of it yet, but we've requested one. Tagon Davao del Norte held the 2015 Palarong Pambansa and the 2016 Batang Pinoy finals. The oval was now in a bit of disrepair, as not indicated in this photo. New track ovals that have sprung up in Davao itself. The University of Mindanao track oval, which hosted the last active Palarong Pambansa in 2019, belonging inside the University of Mindanao track oval campus. The University of the Philippines track oval, about 30 minutes from the center of Davao City. And the Ateneo de Davao track oval, 300 meters around, only 4 lanes around it, but it has 8 lanes in a standard 100-meter size. For 7 years, the host of the Ateneo Blue Knights competition, organized by co-founder Una Labara. The Coronado City track oval, again an 8-lane track oval, currently open to the public. Gensan City, I need to check if they have a track oval. I don't think they do. Oriqueta track oval, Misamis Occidental, new track oval, Oriqueta, 8-lane. Was supposed to hold a Batang Pinoy, but then got canned. Tangub City track oval, Misamis Occidental, within the city of Tangub City. Lanao del Norte track oval in Tubod hosted one of the legs of Ateneo Blue Knights meet. Belongs to the provincial government. Center Cagayan de Oro City, 8 lanes. Has never been open to the public. They held a Milo Little Olympics at this oval. Belongs to Xavier Track University Foundation. Pelias track oval, open to the public. All the rubber on the track's worn off, only rubber on the insides. 8 lanes used for the Pinoyathletics Sprintopia event, also hosted Milo Little Olympics events in the past. Dapitan City track oval, Zamboanga, has been heavily damaged. Hosted the 2010 or 2009, I think it was, Palarong Pambansa. Zamboanga City track oval has been repaired, so I need to update that photo. Zamboanga del Sur Sports Academy at Da'o, 8-lane, really good condition, nice oval near the sea. Just expanded the grandstand. Unfortunately, the Sports Academy was closed down when the governor changed, so no longer has a Sports Academy like Leyte, but has a 8-lane serviceable oval. And here is some more data from PSC. Regions with no rubberized oval, well, this will need to be updated, as some of them now do have rubberized ovals, such as Surigao del Sur, which now has a rubberized oval. national teams, North Luzon, Visayas, okay. And that's all. I'll just leave it on that screen for, if you zoom in, you can probably read that. Yeah. So that's all pretty much for now. Feel free to post your comments and questions. And have a pleasant evening.